Once upon a time, in a far-off kingdom, there lived a dog named Mason. He was a brave and curious dog who loved to explore the world around him. One summer, Mason was invited to attend a mystery-solving summer camp with a group of students. The camp was located in a dense forest, surrounded by trees and wildlife. Mason was excited to join the camp and couldn't wait to solve his first mystery. The counselors had been stumped by a puzzling case that had been bothering them for days. A lion named Brian had gone missing from the nearby zoo, and the campers were tasked with finding him. Mason and the students were excited to take on the challenge and set out to find the missing lion. As they searched the woods, they found paw prints and fur that matched the description of Brian. The group followed the trail and eventually stumbled upon an abandoned cabin deep in the woods. They cautiously approached the cabin and heard a faint growling sound coming from inside. As they entered the cabin, they were met with a fierce growl from a large lion. The group was startled but didn't back down. They knew they had to find out why Brian was in the cabin and who had taken him there. As they searched the cabin, they noticed that the furniture had been recently moved. They found a hidden door and followed it to a secret room. Inside the room, they found a clue that led them to a nearby cave. As they entered the cave, they could hear the sound of water dripping from the ceiling. It was dark and eerie, and the group had to use their flashlights to navigate through the cave. They could hear the sound of Brian's growling getting louder as they approached. They found Brian lying on the ground, injured and weak. They quickly called for help and took him back to the campsite. The counselors were relieved to see Brian safe and sound, and they praised the group for their bravery and ingenuity. After some investigation, the group discovered that the zookeeper had taken Brian to the cabin to protect him from a group of poachers who were after his mane. The zookeeper had been afraid to tell anyone, but he was grateful to the group for finding Brian and bringing him back safely. The camp counselors were impressed by the group's bravery and problem-solving skills. They rewarded them with a special ceremony, and Mason was awarded a medal for his leadership and courage. Mason and the students left the campsite, proud of their accomplishments and excited for their next adventure. They had solved the mystery of the missing lion and had proven that they were capable of solving any challenge that came their way. Mason was grateful for the experience and couldn't wait to see what the future held for him and his new friends.